Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
Rip Van Winkle had a way with children. How did they show their affection for him? So Rip Van Winkle had a way with children means he had a very good rapport with the children. How did the children show their love and affection towards Rip? We had read that they used to play with him. Rip used to make their playthings. The kids used to tease him. They used to climb on his back. They used to hang on to onto his skirts, and Rip would also narrate them long stories. How did Rip Van Winkle spend his days? So how did he spend his days? In either fishing, he used to use the longest and the heaviest rod to fish the whole day, or he would go to the forest with his gun and hunt for a squirrel or a wild pigeon. What happened as a result of Rip Van Winkle's laziness? So because of his laziness, what used to happen? Because of his laziness, his wife, Dame Van Winkle, would keep on scolding him, keep on telling him how idle and how lazy he was, and he used to just run away from the house so that he did not have to hear any of that. How did Rip Van Winkle react to his wife's scolding? So how did he react when his wife would scold? He would just run away. He would spend his day outdoors in the woods or, fishing so that he would not have to hear the scolding of his wife. Who did Rip encounter on the hills? Encounter means meet. So who did Rip meet on the hills? He met a strange looking man who was wearing very old fashioned clothes, and he was carrying a thick barrel on his back which was filled with liquor. Where did the strange man take Rip? So the strange man took Rip on the top of the mountain where there were a lot of other people. Each of them was strange looking and was playing a game, 9 pins. Okay, what were the strange men doing? So like I just told you, they were all playing a game. The name of the game was 9 pins. How was Rip lulled into deep sleep? Lulled is derived from the word lullaby. Okay, we all know that we've heard mothers singing lullaby to the kids to make them sleep. So how was Rip, and how did he enter the deep slumber? It was because of the liquor that he had drank. The glasses of liquor that he had drank was the reason for him to sleep. Okay. So, how had everything changed when Rip woke up? So, what were the changes that Rip saw once he woke up? He saw that his dog was not there. He was alone. His gun, which was clean and well oiled, was now old and rusted, and it was very difficult for him to get. How was Rip Van Winkle finally accepted back in his village? So, what happened because of which Rip Van Winkle was accepted in the village? The an old lady of the village told everybody about him. She told that he had left the village 20 years back, and that is when Rip's daughter also got to know about her father. She took him back to her place, and Rip again developed a good relationship with everyone around. Okay. How would you characterize Rip Van Winkle? Now, how would you do that? There are hints which are given to you. He was obviously henpecked. Henpecked is an adjective which we use for those husbands who always listen to their wife and who are scared of their wives. Then he was very easygoing. There was no worry, no tension that he had. How can we say that? We can say because he did not take care of his cows. His farm had only weeds in it, and rather than listening and paying attention to the scolding of his wife, he decided to just run away from that. He was very lazy. Surely that is the reason why his wife would keep on scolding him every day. He was irresponsible. We read again that his kids were ragged and they were very ill-mannered, and his cows entered into the farm full of cabbages, and his farm also had weeds in them. He was likable. He was liked by the kids. Yes, they used to play with him, they used to tease him, and the dogs also, because they would never bark at him. Okay, the next question says, how would you characterize his wife, Dame Van Winkle? She was shrew. Shrew means somebody who is very angry. How do we know she was shrew? Because obviously she would keep on shouting at her husband all the time. She was hot-tempered. She was very angry. She was always in anger. How can we say that? Again, she used to, scold him, and not only him, but his dog, Wolf also, whom she would call his companion in idleness. Then she was bossy. Bossy, somebody who liked to rule, somebody who liked to dominate. Just the fact that her husband was scared of her, that clearly shows that she was bossy. She was disturbed. Obviously, she was not happy. Why was she not happy? Because her husband did not do any work and he only liked to fish the whole day or to hunt the whole day. The farms were not taken care of. So yes, she was certainly disturbed. Okay. So what were the similarities and the differences in Rip's village in the beginning and at the end of the story? Now, children on the road, first of all, let us talk. At the beginning, what were the children doing on the road? They used to play with him, then tease him, climb on his back, and at the end what happened? The children were hooting at him and pointing at his grey beard. Right? Okay. So Rip was happy in the beginning. If we talk about, yes, Rip was happy. He used to help people. He used to spend day with his dog. He loved to go for fishing and hunting. And at the end, Rip was confused. How do we know that? Because the village had changed. Nobody recognized him. The dogs barked at him. His house was gone. So, that was why he was so confused. Okay. So, my dear students, with this we come to the end of the back exercises as well. And we have completed the first chapter of your book, Rip Van Winkle. We explained to you the chapter. Every word, every line has been explained to you well. The exercises have been discussed with you at length. So, I am very sure that the whole chapter is very clear to you.